Hello and welcome back to another episode of my $100 to $100,000 challenge. You see there, today we're starting things off with $1,500 in the old bankroll. We got the Zodiac Horse Race Deep Stack final table here today. We got KOB, Kenneth, Too Poor for Austria, Cry Me a Turn, Grandilla, who's in first place with a big stack, big bounty on their head. Got King, Oksana, myself, and Scotty. KOB is deep in the tank here on the first hand. We see we got $780 for first place. Second place gets that as well. Third gets $625, and the other payouts there are on the right side. KOB sitting on out. Kenneth on the button here. Comes in for the open. They go for a 2.2 blind size, covering the two players remaining in the hand. Too Poor for Austria will rip it all in. Just over a $30 bounty on their head. Just under 16 blinds, rips it in and takes it down pre. Queen 10-0, Grandilla in the big blind. Looks like we're not going to open this one up. Oksana with 4 blinds. Goes in the tank, we'll rip it all in. I don't think calling's too good here pre-flop. Facing the 4 blind jam. Obviously we want the bounty, but I think too likely we'll face a 3-bet jam from one of these other players here. Even Grandilla with the big stack could rip it in. Anyways, Too Poor for Austria will isolate the pot with 7s. Ace-9 for Oksana. Flop and top pair. All good news. Backdoor diamonds. Backdoor straight draw. 6 of hearts on the turn is nothing. 6 of diamonds on the river is also nothing. The ace-9 will hold. 11 blinds for Oksana. 15 now for Too Poor for Austria. Second last place for them. King in the big blind with 21 blinds. Cry Me a Turn on the button here. We'll just fold Grandilla the big stack. We'll raise 2.5 blinds from the small and take it down pre. How many players have we got here? 5, 9 in total. So we got $160 locked up. Only about a $40 ladder. We shouldn't really care too much about that. Bounties would be nice. Cry Me a Turn from the cutoff. Gonna let whatever bullshit they have go. King from the small blind. Playing 11 blinds deep will min raise. Oksana calls the big blind. Ace 8-7 flop. We face an overbet jam by King and they take the pot down. Interesting little play there by King. Got a break, we'll skip through that, I guess. King 9-0 in the big blind. It's kind of an interesting hand. Like, say Cry Me a Turn opens. Do we ever think about a small 3-bet bluff? Probably not going to pull the trigger, but it would be kind of interesting. Make it like 5.5 blinds or something silly. No, of course not. We're just going to fold pretty. Surely we should have called, right? Saw a flop there. Anyways. Move along with all 60 blinds. King 10-0 from this small. Kind of want to see it get folded to me. We'll see what we elect to do. Nice. We do get that action. Small blind. Could just make it a clean 3 blinds. We make it 2.7 to go. Scotty 3-bet jams. Easy fold. We'll just take it down pre. Jack 6, not going to play that one, nope. KOB gets a walk. Bringing them up to 54 blinds. Good to see they're back after sitting out the first few hands. 8-4, not us. Grandilla, the big stack, will open it up. Scotty thought about it there for a second, but they're just going to let whatever bullshit they have go. King 3 suited could be an open if folded too. Grandilla finds the open, so we'll let it go, but would have been interesting to see if I took the spot there, covering the 4 remaining players in the hand. Kenneth will call from the small, facing the bigger raise, 2.5 blinds by Grandilla. 2 poor for Austria. We'll fold the big blind. We get an ace, king, 5 flop, 2 hearts. Good board. Grandilla likely c-bets. Kenneth thinks, checks, faces a 2 blind bet. Kenneth quickly calls. Deuce of diamonds on the turn brings in another flush draw. 11 blinds in the middle. Grandilla checks. King of hearts on the river. Front door flush gets there. Grandilla bets 6 blinds. Kenneth just folds and we're moving along. 10-9 suited. We do get folded too. Hopefully we open it up here. Good stuff. 2 blinds is the size. If we face a 3-bet, we just let it go. Cry me a turn, we'll call. We get a jack 10-4 flop, middle pair. Personally, I like a check back. Second pair, weak kicker. Backdoor straight flush draw. We see a deuce of clubs on the turn. Pretty nothing card. We expect Cry me a turn to bet sometimes here. They elect a check. Something tells me to check once more. King of spades on the river. Obviously not too good of a card. Hard to get called by worse, I think. There's still 4x and 2x. 6-6 would have paid off a bet probably on the turn or flop. Just kind of a weird spot. Like, it is hard to get paid by too much worse with the 10-9 there. There's still plenty of straight draws and a flush draw on the turn. That's why I'm thinking we could have bet the turn maybe, but we just show down 10-9, take a small pot, and we're moving along. Cry me a turn, limps it on in. Grandilla raises to 4.5 blinds. That's a big raise, and they take it down, Bree. Queen 3-0, we'll find the fold. Of course, under the gun +1. 2 poor for Austria. From the cutoff, 13 blinds, second last place. Goes in the tank here. We'll just find the fold. Cry me a turn from the button, covering king in the big blind finds the fold. Grandilla from the small with the big stack. Raises to 2.5 blinds. And king just finds the fold. Blinds go up, jack 2-0 hits the muck. Bum, bum. 2 poor for Austria. Not going to play whatever they have. King in the small blind will rip it all in for about 6 blinds. Oksana will call. Ace king suited versus ace king suited. Any diamonds? Dealer, a backdoor spade draw for Oksana. We get the queen of clubs on the turn. Looking for a diamond dealer. Would be pretty dirty on the final table here. King does win it. Ace king versus ace king. Makes the flush on the river. 8 of diamonds. King will take a bounty. Everybody gets that $40 ladder that I was speaking of earlier. What's the next ladder for about $50? Not too enticing. But you know, they do start to add up. Scotty faces a Grandilla open, the 2.5 blind size. Scotty calls, king 10-2 flop, all clubs. Grandilla bets 2 blinds and takes the pot down. What do you know? Grandilla doing a good job of using that big stack. Throwing a little bit of chips around, but not bloating any pots or nothing. So we get a couple fives on the button. It would be weird if one of those short stacks rip it in. 2-4 for Austria folds. Cry me a turn as well. Grandilla raises the 2.5 blinds. I think we have to call here, right? Don't fold, don't fold. Oh, we just fold. Scotty from the small could always rip their 18 blinds. Don't have a real good read on KLB, who's been kind of snug. I think 5-5 probably wants to call pre. Anyways, we get a king, king, queen flop. Grandilla C bets and takes the pot down. Queen 8-0 on from the cutoff. Grandilla right back in there. Kenneth in the big blind. KLB from the small goes in the tank. Only about a $30 bounty on KLB's head. Looks to be a little bit more than double on Kenneth's head. With 21 blinds behind, Kenneth calls pre 10-6-3 flop. 2 diamonds. Kenneth quickly check folds, and we're moving along. Ace 3-0. It's not super appealing if we're being honest. If folded 2 feels like I have to find the open though. Oh, we just have the snap fold on. Grandilla opens anywho. Okay, we'll be with 33 blinds on the button. Goes in the tank for a quick second. 3 bet. 3 bet. No, they just fold. Grandilla takes it down pretty. Jack 3 suited, not a holding. I'm gonna play no. 2-4 for Austria, and the small blind folds around to them. 9 blinds in total. They rip it all in. Crimea turns, swiftly folds. Queen 6-0, another one that just hits the muck. 6 hands till blinds go up. Kenneth raises from the cutoff off 20. Covering both the button and small blind. Kenneth takes it down pre as Grandilla also folds from the big. 6 and a 3. Another bullshit holding that we don't play. KLB. Always thinking about something, but they find the open this time. 2 blinds to go. Grandilla in the big. No, that's the small blind, sorry. 3 bets. 6.7 blinds. And KLB lets it go. Another aggressive play by Grandilla pre-flop. A small 3 bet. Still got the job done. It wasn't uber small. It was 6.7 blinds. Anyways, Kenneth will open up into our big blind. We got Jack 2-0. We're not even thinking about nothing. We click that fold button. Kenneth will take it down pre. Ace 9-0 from the small blind. KLB opens under the gun, and I think Ace 9-0 is no good here. There's a little bit of King Queen, maybe Queen Jack suited. Jack 10 suited maybe for a KLB. Probably so, right? Anyways, Ace 9 hits the muck. Grandilla will 3 bet to 7 blinds from the cutoff. Anywho, 5 more to call. KLB has 23.8 behind if they do find the call. KLB back in the tank. Rips it all in for 31 blinds. Quick call by Grandilla. It's Queen Queen versus Ace 10 suited. Looking for an ace or some hearts, backdoor straight or some shit. No, Jack on the turn. Brings no help for Grandilla. They need an ace, and we get the deuce of spades. KOB's queens hold on up. 64 blinds slide over them. Grandilla with the wide call there, facing the 4-bet jam. But anyways, we'll move on along. KOB with the big stack. Kenneth opens to 2 blinds off 25. Too poor for Austria. 10.5 blinds. They'll rip it all in. Take their chance at a double up here. Kenneth finds the call. Ace king versus ace queen suited. Looking for a diamond or a queen dealer. 9 of hearts on the turn. 23 blinds in the middle. Pretty important pot. We get a diamond on the river. Looks to be a 10 or 9. Kenneth makes the nut flush and wins the nice pot in the little bounty. 30 bucks. Kenneth up to 37 blinds. 9-7-0 from the cutoff. Not going to play that one. So we get another ladder. We're up to 250 bucks. That's okay, I guess. About a $63 ladder. If we make it to 6th place, KLB will raise 2.5 blinds from the small and take a pot down pre. Blinds go up. Jack 8 suited. Kind of an interesting one. Should we play this? We cover 3 players. KLB's on the button. Could always stick in a 3-bet, but they're just folding, so maybe our raise could have got through to at least the small blind anyways. Kenneth will rip it all in for 12.5 blinds. Cry me a turn. We'll find the fold. Jack 8 suited. Interesting little hand there. 38 blinds. Probably could have opened it up, but we get ace jack O. Certainly going to open that one. Scotty rips 11 blinds. That's kind of weird, but they don't. The raise will just get through pre-flop. No action for ace jack. Queen jack suited. Whoa, we're right back in there, dealer. Right back in there, under the gun open. Again, if one of those short stacks jam, it's kind of weird. We don't really want to call a 3-bet now, do we? KOB calls. Interesting spot. We get a king 10-7 flop, open-ended straight flush draw. What the hell do we do? I ain't too sure, to be honest. We go in the tank, size up a half pot bet, click the button. KOB calls. 8 of spades on the turn. How weird. Did we just go 3 streets? No. Check calling feels awful. What do we even do? Turn goes check, check, jack on the river. Well, that's good news. We make pair. Flush draw misses. Ace queen gets there. Queen 9. Any 9. Any 9 makes a straight. Do we check fold? What the hell do we do? Maybe at 10 blinds. I don't think we want to call here, do we? Isn't this just a check fold? What a dumb spot. Check fold. Fold. I'm a little curious, but not curious enough. KOB will take a nice little pot there. We get an ace 9 in the big blind. Grandilla raises to 2.5. It's another one of those weird spots with like that king 9-0 earlier. We could have 3-bet pre. We just call the ace 9 here. We get an ace king 2 flop. There's a flush draw and we got the backdoor equity. Grandilla bets 1 blind. We have a pretty easy check call in my opinion. 3 on the turn. We hope they continue to fire away. A little bit under half pot, 4 blinds. We have another easy call. Just a call. River probably goes check, check a lot. 5 on the river, so a 1-liner to a 4. That sucks. Well, that fucking blows, yo. River goes check, check. King 6 will take the pot. But what an ugly looking river card there. Anyways, we move along. 44 blinds in total. 10-9 suited would be a jam, blind on blind. Grandilla opens to 2.5 and we just quickly let it go. Tin 6-0, we find the fold. King will raise off 14 blinds. KOB in the big blind. How many bucks is that? 40 something bucks on King's head. 45-ish. A little bit under 45 bucks on King's head. Anyways, a pair of 7s versus Ace 9. Ace 9 makes a pair on the river. We'll take down a 5 blind pot. Queen 6 suited is kind of an interesting hand. We have the snap fold on. I would have appreciated an open though. Scotty has not been 3-betting facing our opens. KOB didn't even 3-bet facing our open. They just called. I think the Queen 6 suited should have came in for a wide open there. Anyways, we move on along. Like the table has been kind of snug. There hasn't been too much action. Grandillo had a wide Ace 10 suited call facing the 4-bet jam, but there's just been a few blind on blind battles, but not too much craziness. Anyways, we get it in 8-7 versus Ace Queen, looking for a 9-8-7 or heart for Kenneth to get the bounty. Good peel. Looks like a 7 or an 8, but it's a 6. 6 of diamonds on the river. 21 blinds will slide over to Cry Me a Turn. Kenneth hangs out with 20 blinds, sorry. We got Ace 10 suited. Gonna be an open into Grandilla's big blind. Not the best situation, but we still find the open, of course. Cry Me a Turn folds the small blind. Grandilla lets go of whatever they had in the big. Ace 10 gets through pre. And a 6 and a 2, we let that go. KOB opens it up and takes it down pre with the single raise there. 9-8-0 in the big blind. Not a big fan of this holding, no. Kenneth opens it up to 2 blinds. Grandilla calls. What a weird spot here. We call, see a flop, Queen 3-2. Like, something tells me 9-8-0 should just hit the muck pre-flop. But anyways, we saw the flop, and it's no good. Kenneth thinking, do I see bet? Kenneth bets 2 blinds. A little under a third pot. Grandilla quickly calls. We can quickly fold. 8 of hearts on the turn. 11.5 in the middle. 15.2 behind. Kenneth right back in the tank. They do have like a $100 bounty on their head. Kenneth checks it on over. Jack of spades on the river. The flush gets there. 10-9 also makes a straight. Kenneth right back in the tank. Checks it over once again. Grandilla in the tank will bet all in. It is an over bet. Flush obviously got there. Of course, 10-9. Maybe Queen Jack. Making two pairs, and there might be like a 4-5, Ace-5, Ace-4, miss straight draw. In the end, Kenneth finds the fold. Queen 9-0 from the small blind. We would rip it all in if it folds to us, but I don't think that's super likely. Cry me at turn. We'll open it up. We can just let it go. Scotty in the big. 7.5 blinds. They will preserve them. Scotty moves along and the blinds go up and we get a Jack 2 of clubs. We could always raise the button. I don't think it's super appealing. Anyways, King will rip it all in for about 12 blinds. Scotty comes along with their 6 bigs. Ace King versus Ace King. Oh, a diamond would be kind of cool, giving Scotty the flush draw, but we get the King of Spades on the turn. Both players making 3 of a kind and chopping the pot. Do 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 do. 9-3 suited, not gonna raise. Scotty folds the button. KOB playing about 12 blinds effective with Kenneth. You'd expect a lot of jams here, but I think they went for like a 2 blind open or a 2.5 blind open or whatever it was. In the end, this hand, they just limp it on in. Kenneth checks it on back. 8-7-6 flop. 2 spades. KOB leads out 1 blind. Interesting. Kind of expect Kenneth to raise it up here. They just let it go, though. Must have missed the flop. 10-2-0. We find the fold. Do KOB opens, takes it down pre. 10-7-0. We let it go. KOB right back in there. After that Queen's hand, they started to pick up the pace. Playing with 46 blinds, they open it up, get a King 8-8 flop, check it on back, 9 on the turn, brings in a flush draw. Grandilla leads 1.5, gets a call, 8 on the river. 3 of a kind out there, potential full houses. We got Grandilla with the boat with the 9, KOB calls with the 7s. A shittier boat. Grandilla takes down a small one, 10-7-0, right back in the muck. Kenneth will rip in 10 blinds and take it down pre. Again, they got that $100 bounty on their head. Ace Jack suited in the big blind. Rip it in, Scotty. Rip it in. Scotty does elect to rip 5 blinds. Plus 6, you know. They got 1.1 behind, but there's no way they find the fold. We get a call by Grandilla. What do we do, yo? What do we do? I don't know. I'm terrified. We can't fold. Do we just jam? Isolate the pot? I think so. Calling is bad. We flopped the nut flush draw. Oh, this is horrific, dude. I think a jam pre-flop is best. Anyways, King 8-6 flop, 2 diamonds. Scotty puts in 1 blind. Grandilla calls. We get a King of Spades on the turn. I got no idea what I'm doing here. 10 on the river. Oh my god. This is terrifying. We're just gonna get bluffed off the pot, aren't we? No. Ace 7, Queen 10. Queen 10 makes pair of 10s on the river. That's horrific. Grandilla will take down the bounty and a pretty important pot as well. They're up to 77 blinds as we got 7-7 in the small. Yeah, I think we should have just jammed pre-flop if we're being honest. Although it does suck if they call and we lose, but I think we just need to isolate the pot there. Jack 9 6 flop, 2 spades. We don't have a spade. We get the 5 of spades on the turn. That's too many spades without us having one for me to be too happy. We're gonna bet 1.4 blinds apparently. Anywho, take the pot down. Sucks we didn't make our flush or anything, you know. Sucks we didn't find I don't know, a diamond there. Little ace or jack. Anyways, we move along with king queen, 28, almost 29 blinds. Probably have to call if Kenneth rips it all in. We got that big bounty on their head. Oof. That 10 on the river's nasty. 31 blinds for us. KLB gonna let whatever they have go. Kenneth rips it all in for 11. Cry me a turn, gets the opportunity for the big bounty. They just find the fold. Moving on along. Ace queen suited. That'll be an open. Get it all in. Open it up. Open it up. Hopefully Kenneth rips. They do not. If Cry Me a Turn jams, we're all in. If Grandilla rips, we're all in, I do suppose. We take another one down pre-flop, though. I wonder what we do if Grandilla small 3-bets, you know? What if they make it like 5.5 or 6 blinds from the big blind? I don't really want to call, but a 4-bet jam also feels kind of nasty. Cry Me a Turn will rip in 12.5 from the button and take it down pre. Jack 5 suited in the big blind, not likely to defend here. If Kenneth opens with that big juicy bounty on their head, it's kind of enticing to see a flop, but it's Jack 5 suited. Oh boy. We do just fold good stuff. That's probably one where you don't want to call, even though I want the bounty. 5-3-0, not gonna play that one. So what's going on? 6 players, $313 locked up. It's kind of cool. Next ladder will be for about $80. Kenneth rips it all in for 12 and takes another one down pre. King Queen O. Just an open from the button and we see what happens. KOB 3-bets from the small blind. It will be weird. If Kenneth rips, we probably go bounty hunting. We take another one down pre though. Queen 3 from the cutoff, not a play. So after that ace jack, we did do a good job of recuperating some chips. We're just slightly behind KOB. Kenneth with 12 blinds behind, limps it on in. Ace 10-2 flop. Kenneth leads slightly over half pot. Cry Me a Turn finds the fold. Excuse me. King will rip in 6.6 blinds. Again with like a... oh fuck, I don't know how many dollars it is. King Queen suited versus 10-9 suited. Both players with diamonds. Open-ended straight draw for Grandilla. 6, a jack, a 10, or a 9 for a pair. Get the 3 of hearts on the river. So King holds up with King Queen. So yeah, it's like $40 on their head. $45. Math is hard sometimes. So King's got 14 blinds in total. Grandilla from the small raises small and takes it down pre. KOB opens under the gun. We'll find the fold. Grandilla calls from the button. Interesting stuff. We get a 10-7-2 flop. KOB checks. Grandilla bets about a third. KOB raises. Goes for a little check raise. We get a quick call. Deuce on the turn. KOB with 21.5 blinds behind. Bets another third pot. Gets a quick call 4 on the river. KOB rips it in for 15 blinds. About a half blind jam. A half pot jam. Holy fuck, I stumbled over my words there. KOB takes it on down. Brings him into first place position. That was a pretty damn big pot for KOB there. Grandilla opens it on up, and they got a big juicy bounty on their head. Good luck with that math, though. Like, what's 1100 divided by 7? I don't know. So it's 1200 divided by 7. I don't know, that's not easier. So 1400 divided by 7 is obviously 2. Minus about 240. So it's about 170 bucks on their head for Grandilla. That was difficult math. Anyways, we're moving on along. 9-7-5 flop, limp pot. KOB bets 1 blind. Out of position, gets a quick call. 9 on the turn, pairs the board. Turn goes check check. 1.5 blind bet by KOB on the river. 12 blinds behind. Kenneth in the take. Says I don't want to fold, but I don't want to call neither. Do I want to raise? Not really, but I do. 4.5 blinds gets the job done. 3-2 suited. Not going to play that one. Grandilla will open under the gun. Back in first place. And Cry Me a Turn gets the hell out of there. Ace 3. Not going to play that one off 25 blinds. Grandilla in the big. We got KOB on the cutoff. Cry Me a Turn in the small blind with about 9 blinds. Rips it all in. Grandilla says come on and finds the fold. Mind games, yo. 10-8. Oh, we let it go. Still got that 300 bucks locked up. It would be nice to get a ladder or two, you know. Maybe a bounty in there. We're in third place. Not super comfy about it, though. No, we are not. Cry Me a Turn on the button. 11 blinds in total. We'll find the fold. Grandilla limps. We get an ace jack flop. Interesting. King sees a 1 blind bet. Snap folds, and we're moving along. 5-3-0. Not gonna play it. No. Hopefully we get a walk somehow. Not likely. Grandilla will raise the button and take it down pre. And 7 folds to us in the small blind, and we're not going to play it. No. We could use some chips, but we're going to need a fair hand to pick those chips up. We got 8-7 on the button. We got the snap fold button on. Like, we could always raise, but I don't think so. Cry Me a Turn will rip from under the gun anywho. 8 blinds in total and takes it down pre-flop. 10-3, not a play. Grandilla opens under the gun. Cry me a turn calls. We get a queen 6-4 flop. All hearts. Grandilla bets 1 blind. Cry me a turn and the tank finds the call. Deuce of hearts on the turn. Grandilla bets 1 more blind. Get another call. 3 of diamonds on the river. River goes check, check. Ace 10 with the heart will take the pot. 7-5 makes a straight on the river. Says I might have showdown value, but truly does not. Anyways, cry me a turn takes a little one, but that does bring him up to 15 blinds. 4th place position, not too far behind me. Queen 2 suited, not a play. Grandilla rips it all in from the small blind and takes it down pretty. Alright, we need a monster. Nope, 7-4-0 in the big blind. KOB opens under the gun. We're gonna find the fold, of course. Do 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 do. Jack 7-0. Not gonna play this one, no. Cry me a turn. No, everybody folds. KLB gets a walk. KLB's done a good job after that queen of picking up chips. They lost some chips and now they're back just behind Grandilla. 33 blinds from here. Limps it on in. Kenneth with 10.5 in total. Checks it on back. Ace 8-8 flop. KLB bets. Takes the pot down. Jack 4-0. No siree. Kenneth with a big bounty. 9 blinds. Just folds from the small. King and a queen and 15 blinds. Weird spot here. Certainly have to raise some which way. I don't think jamming makes much sense. We come in for the min raise and I suppose fold to a jam? Like what the hell, man? I don't know. 10-7-2 flop. Do we go for a small C bet? We size it up 1.7 blinds. We find it. Don't really want to call. The bet gets through. That's good news. We would have made top pair on the turn, but that don't matter. Bet gets through, and that's good news. We move along with 18 blinds, still in 3rd place. KLB opens it up. 2 blinds. Grandilla 3 bets, small to 5. King is all in with their $40 bounty. Get a call by KOB. We got 15 blinds in the middle with a very small side pot. Grandilla's checking it down. KOB's checking it down. Flush completed on the turn. Jack 8 suited. Somehow for Grandilla. KOB with an ace. An ace for a king as well, but they have the kicker that plays, so they take the pot down. And then KOB with ace. Sorry, I got ace 5. Oh, KOB opens under the gun and we just let it go off 17-18 blinds. That's no good. And we get the queen 8 suited from the small blind. Like, what do we do? Do we just fold? Do we limp fold? Feels like we can't just fold. Feels like a raise is bad. Feels like we have to limp and then fold facing a raise. We limp it in and we get to see the flop. Good news. Ace 7-4. No spades out there. That's bad news. We'll check it on over with the queen high. Ace of diamonds on the turn. The flush completes. Queen high could be good. 2.8 blinds in the middle. Kobe bets 1 blind on the turn. Queen high could be good. I don't really want to pay off any bets here, though. We'll just move along with 12 bigs. 9 and a 3 on the button. Not our holding. We fold. Grandilla opens it up. Kenneth with 6.5 blinds. The big bounty on their head. They find the call. Queen 7-6 flop 2 diamonds. Grandilla bets 1 blind again. Kenneth rips all 4.5 of their blinds in, and they take the pot down. King 3-0, not a play. We're in 3rd place, but man, it doesn't feel like it, you know. We got 12 blinds. King with 11.5. Cry me a turn with 11. Kenneth with 10.5. They folded from the small, so they're down to 10, I guess. There's Grandilla with 19 blinds. Cry me a turn is all in for 11. KLB with the button open. Goes in the tank here, facing the jam. A little bit more than $40 on Cry Me a Turn's head. Probably closer to $50. The jam will just get through. Cry Me a Turn takes the pot down pre. 14 blinds. They're in 3rd place now. 8-2-0. We let it go. Sure would be nice to pick up a good hand, you know. Sure would be nice. There was a few Jack 8 suited that I think I should have opened up, that's for sure. But other than that, there was a few King Queens or something like this that I took a stab with. Some Ace 10, Ace Queen that just got through pre. Not too much different we could do here today. But again, there was a few opens that we missed. That Ace 5 facing an under the gun open by KOB. I wonder if that was a call off 18 blinds. Probably so. Anyways, this pot looks to be checking all the way down to the river. Queen of clubs. I guess a bet got in there at some point. We got 5 blinds in the middle. Cry me a turn, bets 1.5. Grandilla quickly calls. Queen 4 for a boat versus 10-7 for a pair. Cry me a turn will take down an 8 blind pot, and it's pretty damn important, bringing them into 2nd place. Grandilla down to 15 blinds, limps it in, snap check. We get a Queen 7-2 flop. Grandilla bets 1 blind, takes the pot down. Jack 5-0 in the big blind, not a good hand, nope. Sure would be nice to pick up a good hand. Kenneth rips it all in and we'll take it down pre. They cover me now, that's bad news. Ace 9-0 from the small blind. If folded 2, we have an easy jam. Yeah, just an easy jam. Nothing much else to say here. Rip it all in, good luck to us. KOB calls, it's interesting. We'll run the numbers. Ace high board looks like it would have been good news. Anyways, the jam gets through pre. We cover Kenneth and King now. 7-6-0 will fold, facing an open by Cry Me a Turn. Kenneth in the big, 1.2 to call. To a pot of what would be 5.7. Kenneth just lets it go pre, facing the under the gun open. King Queen once again 12 blinds facing a King Jam. We're just gonna find the fold, but it very well could have been. I don't know, man. There's a lot of pocket pairs that jam. With that being said, there's also a lot of ace highs. So do we get it in with 40%? Potentially worse than that versus ace king and ace queen. I don't know. It's a tough spot with the king queen facing the early position jam 6-handed. Anyways, Kenneth rips it in with ace 3, ace 10 calls, Ace 10 flops top 2, looking pretty damn good. 7 on the turn, locks the board up. Grandilla will get the $100 bounty. 21 blinds will slide their way. Very crucial pot for Grandilla here. Jack 3 suited, not going to play. So we got $400 locked up, plus bounties, of course. Cry me a turn, we'll raise and take it down pre from the button. We got a king 8-0 from, well, we're in the big blind. King, don't rip it in. That would be weird. Anyways, we get a walk. That's good news. Jack 10-0, blinds go up. In the small blind, it is weird. King rips it in. We'll get out of there. KOB finds the fold. Jack 7-0, not gonna play. Grandilla opens it up. Cry me a turn, we'll call the big blind. We get a 7-5-4 flop. Flop goes check, bet. 2 blinds is the bet. Good board for the big blind. We'll see if cry me a turn check raises. No, they find the call. Ace on the turn. Brings in a flush draw. Cry me a turn checks. Grandilla bets 3.5. Sizing up the river jam. Cry me a turn gets out of there. 7-4 suited, we find the fold. Cry me a turn, rips it in for 12. And Grandilla will fold the big blind. Jack 10-0 with 9 blinds. We don't play that. KOB opens off about 15. And takes it down pretty. Ace 3 in the big blind could be weird. But no, we just get a walk, so it's not too weird at all. 10-3 suited, not too weird. Nope, we just fold. Grandilla opens it up in the first place position in the driver's seat. King wants a deal, but no siree. No deal, not here, not today. 8-5 suited hits the muck. KOB limps it in. We get a king 9-4 flop. KOB bets 1 blind. Cry me a turn. Sees a board full of diamonds. And they find the fold. They don't have no diamonds. King queen 9.5 blinds. Rip it all in. Rip it all in. Hopefully things go good. We take it down pre. Queen 7. We just fold. Just fold and we're moving on along. Ooh, Grandilla rips it in and takes it down pre. It is $100 ladder now. That's kind of interesting to note. Cry me a turn with 11.3 blinds. I don't know if we cover them or not. Does not matter. We got 7-4-0. We fold. 10 blinds. Ace 8-0 from the small. Folded 2. Easy jam. Rip it all in. Hopefully take it down pre or get it in fair. KOB folds and we're moving on along. Ace 8 once again. Oh, we're just snap folding. That doesn't make much sense. Probably should be playing that if folded too. Grandilla opens and takes it down pre. I don't think we 3-bet jam, but do we open jam? It's kind of weird with 12 blinds. Ace 8-0. I don't think we min raise from the button. We probably should just jam and take it down pre, hopefully. Anyways, we shouldn't snap fold. No ace 8 from the button there. Ace 3 suited under the gun. 9.5 blinds. We covered 2 players. That could be a play. In the end, Grandilla rips and takes it down pre. Jack 2 suited in the big blind. Not gonna play this one, nope. Grandilla rips and takes it down pre unless King gets it in, which they do. Excuse me. King 10 versus Queen Jack. Excuse me. Looking for a queen or a jack. Queen or a jack? Queen or a jack? 8 of spades on the river. Grandilla will get another bounty. An 8 blind pot, bringing their stack up to about 30 blinds. On their the bounty on their head to over $200. Grandilla opens. We got 10-8. We let that go. Jack 2-0. We find the fold. Cry me a turn, rips it in for 8 blinds and takes it down pre. Queen 10 in the big blind. Would be kind of weird if we face some action pre-flop here. Would be kind of weird. Feels like we have to get it in somehow. Like if Cry Me a Turn rips, what do we do? Queen 10-0. I don't know, man. I'm glad I'm not in that spot, but anyways, we just get walked. But like if Grandilla rips, don't we have to call the Queen 10? In the end, we do get the walk. 9-4, not a good hand. Grandilla rips it all in from the button. Grandilla takes it down pre. Okie dokie. Ace deuce on the button. Rip it in. Let's take it down pre. Go ahead, rip it in. Take it down pre. Good news. Would have flopped a straight draw to the 3, yo. Oh, and we get a break. And we're back from the break. I think that was 10-2-0 hits the mark. Boop, 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 boop. Cry me a turn. Find the fold. I want your bounty. Oh, and KOB covers us by 30,000 chips. That's no good. Mm-hmm. Six, 5 in the big blind. Let's get a walk. No, Grandilla rips it in and takes it down pre. Queen 3 suited. Not a big fan of this. Grandilla rips it in. I don't really want to jam from the small blind if folded too, but you don't really want to limp. You don't really want to fold. Jamming probably feels best. Anyways, Queen 8-0 from the button. Do we rip this one in for about 8 blinds? No. Covering Cry Me a Turn in the big blind. It would have been interesting to rip it all in. Hopefully KOB just folds, or I don't know. They limp it in though. Cry Me a Turn goes in the tank now. Do you rip it in? Who rips it in here? All in by Cry Me a Turn, and they take it down pre. Blinds go up. We get pocket sixes. We cover KOB. We're all in here for 7 blinds dealer. If we take it down, which we do, we cover both KOB and cry me a turn. That means we're in second place, yo. Second place position, king 2-0 in the big blind. Not gonna call the jam here. Back in third place. 8-3-0, not gonna play. Grandilla rips it in and takes it down pretty. Queen. Well, hello, there's a monster. I wonder if we should limp it in or just continue to play a jam strategy. We elect to rip it in. Hopefully we get a call. I don't care who calls. Let's get this one in. Cry me a turn does call. We cover him for a bounty. Ace-6 suited. Whole dealer. No 6 or ace. We got the heart draw. 91% going to the river. Lots of chips in the middle. No ace dealer. No ace. Good stuff. Deuce of spades. We win a big one there. Is that like a $50 bounty or something? Anyways, 15 blinds is pretty nice. Big bounty on top of it. And we get pocket 8s in the big blind. KOB, rip it all in, dude. Let's get this thing heads up. Rip it all in. KOB does find the jam. We have a pretty easy call here. It is for quite a bit of chips. 5.6 blinds. We only have 13.5 behind. We have an easy call though. Ace-6-0. Can we hold for about a $30 bounty? We're sweating aces, backdoor spades, backdoor straights. We get a beautiful 3 of diamonds on the turn. 3 outs to the river. We get a nice peel. 9 of hearts, 9 of clubs on the river. I don't know where the fucking heart came from. 9 of clubs on the river. We get another bounty. We are heads up with a slight chip disadvantage. So $780 locked up. We want the avatar. That's what we're here for. The Zodiac horse race. King 8 sees a Jack 10-5 flop. Grandilla bets 1 blind. We got backdoor straight draws. I ain't too sure. We should probably see a turn. Do we call? No spade in our hand. We just find the fold. Stupid spot. 9-5-0. Limp it on in. And we see what happens. King 10-7 flop. Got backdoor straight, backdoor spade draw. Bet 1 blind, see what happens. Get a quick call. The 6 of clubs on the turn. I like a big bet on the turn here. Picking up the straight draw to the 8. Something tells me I'm gonna pussy out and check it on back. We do make the straight on the river. 6 card straight. It obviously doesn't matter, but we'll bet. We should bet large, maybe even go for an overbet. I don't know. Clubs get there, obviously. We bet 3.5 blinds, get a quick call. King 8 makes 2 pairs. Good river dealer. 11 blinds slide our way. We are in first place by the slightest of margins. Grandilla opens it up. Out of position, we just call. King 9 suited, sees a Jack 3 flop. It's another one of those spots where we should probably call a small bet. Obviously, chips mean a lot right now, but I think it's just a call. We see a 4 of hearts on the turn. We pick up the heart draw. This is good news or bad news. Free 7 of clubs on the river. 6 blinds in the middle. A bet doesn't make much sense, but a check call could be interesting. River goes check. Ace-6 of... Ace-6 takes the pot. Not Ace-6 of anything. Ace-6 takes it on down. We get an ace and a king. We're going for a limp, apparently. You know what? I think a limp makes sense if that's what we're doing. We get a 4-3-3 flop. I think we can value bet, call a check raise. We get a check call on the flop. 10 of clubs on the turn completes the flush draw. There's obviously some straight draws that we can get value from. Anyways, we see a 10 on the river. Very small bet. Feels like we have to call here. It's only 1.2 blinds into 6.6. And 6-3 for bottom boat will take the pot. What a damn shame. 9-8-0 facing the open. Think we just call, it's kind of weird, but we see a flop and we're looking for a jack or a 6 here, dealer. Open-ended straight draw. Jack could be dirty, but you know what? We still got to pay off a bet. I don't really want to check raise neither. Just call. We'll see a king of hearts on the turn and have a check fold, I do suppose. Unless we face a really, really small bet. And that might be indicative of strength. Like 2.8 blinds. This is nasty, dude. Did we just fold the straight draw? I suppose. A jack or a 6. I don't know, man. 10-7. We're moving along. 16 blinds in total. We limp it in. Grandilla rips and takes it down pre. Do, 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 do. 10 and a 3 facing the limp. We check it on back and we see a flop. 7. Ooh, jack 7-5. There we go. 2 hearts. We just check fold with the 10 of hearts in our holding. Backdoor straight and flush draws, but not much we can do there. 9-5 suited as blinds go up. We got 12 in total. Limp it on in. See what happens. Grandilla's thinking, probably gonna raise. 2.5 blinds is the size. Don't think we should call. I don't think we should call. Something tells me that I'm gonna call. I don't think we should call. No, don't do it. Save the chips. Oh, this is trouble. We get an ace 8-7 flop backdoor hearts and a straight draw. He bets 1 blind. Ah, fuck me. I hate this. Do we call? I guess so. Queen of hearts on the turn. What do we do? Heart draw and straight draw. He bets 2 blinds. Do we call? 2 into 11. Straight draw and flush draw. King and diamonds on the river. If he checks, I'm not bluffing. He rips it all in and we have to fold, of course. 9 high. What a stupid spot. Should have folded pre. Probably should have folded the flop. Where's my fingers? Probably should have folded the turn. King 4 gets a walk. I don't know, man. King 8 suited. We're all in for 7 blinds. Hopefully we can get back in the game here, dealer. Did I say King 8 suited? There we go. Get a quick call by Grandilla with the king and the 7 that's suited. Interesting stuff. Hold, dealer. No 7, no spade. Ah, fuck me. 7 of hearts on the turn. So we're going to need an 8, a 6, or a heart, dealer. Give me something cool. No, none of it. Queen of spades, sorry. So that's second place finish. About $1,000 for our efforts. Second out of 916. That's a damn shame. Especially when first place gets the avatar and second place gets no avatar. No avatar for second place. That's for true. 1K for our efforts. We'll see if we update the old bankroll here. Hopefully so, I'll just skip forward through that, I suppose. 2,200. 2,200. Okay, $2,200 in the bankroll. That's kind of cool to note. Second place showing here today. That's no good, but what can you do? Anyways, hopefully we'll make some more final tables and we'll make some more shows in the future. And we'll see you then. But anyways, adios amigos. Thanks for checking this bullshit out. If you got any comments or suggestions on improving the show, fire them down in the comments below.